Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Arroyo and we're doing day 2, collect and organize data using numbers. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. I can collect and organize data using numbers. That's what we're doing today. The first thing we're going to look at is we're going to see different shapes and we are going to categorize them to make a chart. It says, what shapes are there? How many of each shape? So they already did the first one for us. They show triangles and they show 4 tally marks. Let's check that for them. 1, 2, 3, 4. They did that correctly. Let's do the next one, squares. 1, do your tally mark. 2, another tally mark. 3, your next tally mark. And 4. Now we can go back and check this. See 1, 2, 3, 4 squares, so there's 4 tally marks. Next we're going to do the trapezoids. We see 1 tally mark, 2, second tally mark, your next one, and that's a total of 3 tally marks, or there should be 3 trapezoids, 1, 2, and 3. Makes sense? All right, next we can go in and we can show the number for each. We see that there are 4 tally marks for the triangles, so we'll put a 4 right there. Next is for the square. We see 4 tally marks. Again, we're going to put the number 4. Go ahead and on your own sheet of paper, you write down the number that you see of the trapezoids. You should have the number 3 written down. Next up, we're going to look at a toy chest, and this says Martin keeps his toys in a box. He wants to sort and label his toys into 3 piles. How could he organize his toys? Pause the video and think about it for a second. What would you do? When we read this again, we can see that Martin keeps them all in a box. Now, this might not be the best way to organize his toys, so he decided he's going to make 3 piles. Why 3? Well, we see 3 different types of toys, and he needs to organize them, so he needs to separate those toys. So let's help him do it. First, we're going to look at bears. Let's cross each one out and put a tally mark. Okay, looks like there's 3 tally marks for bears. Next, let's do trains. Be sure that you put a tally mark every time you cross out one of the trains or one of the bears, whatever toy you're doing, so that you can keep track. Next is the books. All right, and now we can double check. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 tally marks. This should match your number of toys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means that we did this correctly. Now, we also want to put this into numerical form. So let's see what that looks like. So we're going to go ahead and see whether we got our answers right. We had 3 tally marks for the teddy bears. Is that correct? Yep, 3 tally marks. So this is the number 3. We did that correctly. Now we're looking at trains. We put 4 tally marks. So this should be the number 4. We're good on that one as well. And then books, we put 2 tally marks. Let's see about that. 2 books. So this is representing our data in numerical form. Next up is time for you to check your understanding. This activity is on Canvas, so go ahead and complete that. If you don't have access to Canvas, then I challenge you to do your own survey at home. Take tally marks of people in your house, their favorite color, ask them what it is, narrow it down to just a few, and then write in numerical form what that number is after you count up your tally marks. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, contact me on Class Dojo, by phone, text, whatever your preference is. Thank you.